What's up? What's going on? How's it going? How's it hanging? Welcome to another episode of Munsty Mondays. If you don't know what Munsty Mondays is all about, I just get on here, I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I talk about, the good, the bad, the ugly, the unfortunate, the fucking fortunate. I talk about blessings, I talk about not blessings. I'm just here to if if at the end of the day somebody listens to these things and sees me being vulnerable, holding myself accountable, XYZ, the growth, the fucking, not so much growing, all those things in life. That's what this is for. If you hear this and you're like, damn, I feel like I'm not where I want to be, maybe me being a himbo can shed a little bit of light on that situation. But today we're gonna have a I think it's a very interesting concept. Oh, sorry, I had to clean my glasses and fucking the light, baby. Can we talk about this? Hey, I could be a model, not really, but I think we're gonna have a very interesting. I have something very interesting to talk about today. I purchased myself a laptop, so let's start there. I purchased myself a laptop. The laptop that I had was very old. It was a handy down. And before I even got it, my mother had it for years. So it's one of those things where, yes, it cost me a big chunk of money. And me being the person that I am, the adult that I am, I'm like, well, damn, you know what I mean? Shit costs a lot of money. That could be funds that I could use in a better way. But I think I've grown enough as a person where I'm starting to understand that I need to buy things for myself. I need to buy things for myself, not necessarily new, but some things for myself that aren't, bestowed upon me, aren't handy downs, and so on and so forth, so that I can have something that's my own. Now, I know that sounds weird, and I really, and this is just a personal thing, but like, if you're given something from somebody and it means well and stuff like that, but it's yours, but it's not yours. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me, and I really have a hard time explaining what is going on in my head. But if you know, you know. But anyway, I bought myself a laptop, and it should be here by tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. But the laptop I have, it doesn't hold a charge. It's got to be 11 plus years old now, something fucking ridiculous like that. And when I bought it, I was nervous. I'm still nervous. Let's be honest. I'm still nervous, man. Money don't grow on trees, and you know, I I don't like to spend money on myself at all, at all, at all. Bah, bah, bah. No money on myself, and I have a hard time accepting gifts too. So like, I didn't know. If you don't know, now you know. I do a little thing. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I do a little thing on Twitch. MunstaaSQUAD on Twitch, and I have a lovely community called the handholdinghooligans, and they like to bestow upon me gifted subs and subscriptions and stuff like that. And I've gotten a lot better about it, but when I first started out, I was just like, no, don't do it, because that's money out of your pocket. Like that's something you can do something with. Either a bill or fucking coffee, a hot chocolate, whatever it is, that's something that you can do for yourself. And I'm still on that rock. I'm always gonna die on that hill. I'm always gonna die on that hill, but I'm starting to get better about it. I'm starting to get, as I age and as I, progress as a person, I understand I understand that people, they want to give you things. They want to gift you things, and a lot of the times they don't expect anything back. So that's you know that's where I'm at right now. A lot of my life, uh, if you're given something, you got to give it back, and that's fine. That's a good. I feel like now that is a good thing to bestow in people. If you are going to give money or something like that, if you're going to borrow money, you definitely got to pay somebody back. Stuff like that. But, you know, it's just hard. It's just hard. And you know, before I get too lost in the tangent, let's go back to the original conversation, the original, you know, sort of Monsty Talks thing, I'm a bobber. You know, it's very important that you do buy things for yourself. And I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a new laptop. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy a new cell phone. I'm not saying it has to be so expensive that, you know what I mean? I think the moral of the story is just buy something for you, right? Go to the store. If you've been, you know, having old pillows or something like that, go buy yourself a new pillow. Yeah, it'll cost you I don't know how much pillows cost because that's another fucking situation. All my pillows are handy down. So like I'm at a very like pivotal point in my life where most of the shit that I have has been given to me, which I am not saying I don't, you know, appreciate that, but like I gotta get a new pillow, gotta get a new bed, gotta get a new cell phone, you know, shit like that. But I did make myself a list in my head for 2024. 2024, I want to get a new laptop, potentially get a new cell phone, and get a new bed. And the laptop's done. So now I have two purchases through the whole year of 2024 that I want to do for myself. So I'm proud of myself. I'm scared because let's be honest, I'm grown. You know, I got bills to pay. I got, you know, I own my car. You know, shit like that. Just tedious things like that that adults got to do. And I'm like, damn. But I can't let that win, right? Like, so I can't let that sort of mindset conquer my me being proud of myself. I just can't do it. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to spiral into those thoughts, but I just gotta fight them off. I gotta fucking Judy chop them off because at the end of the day, I am proud of myself. I bought myself a new laptop. I needed it. You know, this laptop is mine. It's not. It wasn't bestowed upon me from somebody else. It's brand new. So that's something that I'm wrestling with. Those are the demons that I'm currently wrestling with. And it's really not even wrestling. Y'all seen that fucking video on TikTok of the cats and they're just like pop, pop, pop. That's more or less what it is. Like I'm not worked up about it. I'm not in a panic about it. It's paid for. It's gonna be here. I'm gonna pay it off. Everything like that. So I'm not worried about it. It's just how my mind works, you know? And I think that is a lot of people. I think that is a lot of people because, you know, dropping money on something like that that isn't quote unquote a necessity, if you if something goes wrong and you know what, I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it because if I start talking about it then I'm going to start thinking about it. But moral of the story on this Munsty Mondays is just buy something for yourself. Buy something for yourself. Go to Kohl's, go to fucking Five Below, go to the dollar store. Buy something for yourself. And it could be something as small as you need some fucking you've been using a pen for a long time. And I know it sounds very far-fetched. It sounds very far-fetched me saying this, but just rock with me. Just rock with me for go to the dollar store, buy yourself a new pen. Buy yourself a packet of pens. Go to the fucking art store. Maybe you've been using a a journal. That's a little bit. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on with me today, man. The light just kind of hit me. Maybe I didn't, you know, pass my fucking survival check because that light just hit me, and now I'm feeling froggy. Ugh. Ah. But you know, maybe you draw. Maybe you've been drawing in a journal that or a notepad or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know what they are. What are they called? Sketchbooks. There it is. See, it came full circle. Maybe you're using a sketchbook that's older and stuff like that, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I could use a new one, but you've been pushing it off. Stop pushing it off. If you go do it, go do it. You know. Um, Go buy yourself a new pillow. If you've been using old pillows, go fucking buy yourself a new pillow. Go buy yourself some new sheets. Something like that. put some work in yourself. It's real easy to get hyper focused on like the mental and the physical and even the spiritual side of yourself and stuff like that. But you need to invest in physical products to help you grow. And I'm starting to figure that out. I'm starting to figure that out. I've been going to the gym. I've been working on myself mentally and stuff like that. And I've been doing better. I do sleep a lot, but also starting in January, I'm going to be seeing my doctors. I'm going to be getting on medicine and stuff like that. So that's right around the corner. I've already started making changes, and now I'm in a part in my life where it's just the chemical side of me. Just, my bipolar ass being bipolar. So those are kind of things that are coming up, but really out of my control, so to speak. But I'm learning really harshly that, again, this is not me discrediting people that have given me things and stuff like that. Like I've used it. That laptop I've used until it can no longer be used. Like I'm just saying that laptop has been used into the dirt and then some. But as you grow and as you work on yourself, it's very important to have tangible things that you can touch, things that you can look at, and things that you can, glance towards and be like, hell yeah, I bought that for myself. That's something that I got for myself. And maybe that might not be for everybody, but that's for me. That's something that I find personally, and anything I say on these Munsty Mondays are just personally. I can't speak for anybody else. I can't, put any words in anybody else's mouths, and I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm very big on, what works for me is not gonna work for you. Is not gonna work for you. There might be things that I say and that I do that you're like, yeah, that sounds like it's kind of good, but you always got to take that and adapt it for you. I am extremely against all of these people and these spots and these maybe I guess you can call them like podcast worlds or whatever that are just like, if you do exactly what I do, you'll be in a better spot. May that be financially, may that be, mentally, it doesn't matter. Fit whatever category you want it. But do not, and I'm not telling anybody how to live their life. But I will never tell somebody that if you do something exactly how I do it, you're going to be better for it. Because that is not the truth. That is not the truth. That is just horse honky, whatever the fuck my grandfather would say. I don't know what he would say. It's bullshit. All right, let's be honest. It's bullshit. But if you are in a spot where you're like, damn, you're so down and out and you just don't know what to do and you're just like, Jesus take the wheel type of moment, I got to listen to these things and do these things. I hope that it gives you a little bit of room to breathe. I hope that it gives you a little bit of room to breathe, and then you're able to, look at yourself and look at the messages and be like, okay, I now can breathe. Now I can step in and I can start to work towards really bettering myself. So, if you're ever in that spot and you are listening to those things, I'm not shaming you. Like I said, if you do it, I hope it gives you room to breathe. I hope it gives you a sort of place where you can start taking steps and learning about yourself and finding out that you're your own person. What works for other people is not going to work for you. There might be bits and pieces, there might be segments, and there might be whispers, and there might be sounds, whatever it is that do work for you, but you got to adapt it so that it really sinks into what you are. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I really don't have much to say. These Munsty Mondays are are just chaotic, and I'm gonna start working on them. I definitely do. So this is the idea. You know, a lot of people know that I always like podcasts. I've always liked the idea of, you know, doing my own podcast, but I just don't know how to angle them. I don't know, this and that and what forth. So these Monthly Mondays are kind of just me, putting myself, making myself do something similar to that. And they're gonna start to get more tuned. They're gonna start to do this and that and this and that. It's just a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? And that goes for everybody. Everybody's got something going on. I'm not gonna say this, that, or indifferent, but everybody's got something going on. And you know, to add on to the already long-winded, chaotic mess that is me speaking, let's do a little bit of synapses on this Monthly Mondays. All right. First of all, y'all are beautiful. All right. Stay fucking hydrated. Make sure you take your goddamn fucking medication if you got medication. The holidays, if you celebrate them, they're always rough. So just know that you got this. You motherfucking got this. You know what I mean? Don't worry about. I say don't worry about it, but you are gonna worry about it because that's just like, let's be honest. That's the thing. But you're doing great. You're doing great. May it be, you're looking for. You're worried about, giving your kids a good Christmas. You're worried about this. You're worried about that. Just know at the end of the day, you're trying your best, and it's appreciated. It's appreciated. It is seen. It is heard. And if nobody is telling you that, motherfucker, I'm here telling you that right now. All right, that's what it is. And just go get yourself something. Go get yourself something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be this. If you like to drink coffee, go get yourself a new mug. Right? Go get yourself a new beautiful mug. If you like to draw, go get yourself a nice little pen. Something small, something that you bought yourself to, sort of give that nod that you're trying your best. That's number two or three. I don't know. I forgot. But whatever. The next thing is don't be don't be afraid to, like, take some steps back. You know, especially especially in this time. In the holidays, of course, but just in general, don't be afraid to take a step back. A lot of rushing pushing forward is always a good thing, but I have a famous saying that if you're down and you need to be down to, regain your energy or something like that, do not be afraid to be down. All right? I'm not saying be there forever, but take your time. Don't push forward if you don't feel strong enough to push forward. That's it. And again, that's just a personal thing. That's something that I practice, that if I'm down and out, sometimes you just got to stay there. Sometimes you just gotta be there. You just gotta, what's the word I'm looking for? Regenerate. I don't know what the word it is. I don't have many words in me because I'm a himbo, but regardless, that's sort of what it is. But I appreciate you guys watching these Monthly Mondays. If you do, I know they're sort of, chaotic, long-winded, and just me talking, but I'll try to make them more cohesive. I'll try to make them, a little something something, a little something something. I'm hoping with the laptop I can get like a nice, wireless mic and, kind of do some different things. Some different things. I definitely want to transition these sort of Monthly Mondays into longer form content so that, maybe put it on Spotify, maybe dip my toes into a little bit of that podcast and stuff. But we'll see, we'll see. I am very I'm creative, but when it comes to me actually doing things, I'm very nervous. Like I'm very, very nervous. I'm very hard on myself. Very hard on myself. I don't think, I'm very entertaining. I don't think that, you know, this and that. And I think that is a normality for a lot of people. And I'm trying my best and I'm getting better at it. Like I said, with the whole Twitch stuff, I'm getting better at fighting against those things that have been embedded in me. And for a long, long time, I'm an old man. I'm an old man. I've had these shits probably my whole life. So, but with that being said, y'all are beautiful. And I appreciate you listening to this Munsty Mondays. And stay blessed. We'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.